How about them Cowboys? Woo! Oh, I feel great. Hey, Tommy. Hey, Jason. Hey, OG. Cozy. All y'all Cowboy fans. Oh, I am loving this. Yes. And the reason I love it so much is because this is exactly what was supposed to happen. This is karma. This is what was supposed to happen. This is what always happened. Didn't I tell you? The cream rises to the top. These bums would have never went past Tampa if the refs didn't screw us out of the game. Because that Roger Goodell has a problem with Tom Brady. He don't like the fact Brady owned him. He felt embarrassed. So he didn't want Tom Brady to win at all. They were food. I told people this team was never good all season. They sucked. They couldn't do that to us without help. They went and got all that help from the refs, and what did it get them? A first-class ticket to nowhere. We gonna get to the Bills too. The Bills are born losers. Who thought they ever was gonna win it? Their problem exists every year and they never fix it. So if you keep going into the season every year with the same problem and you don't fix it, how the hell are you gonna go to the Super Bowl? I'm glad they didn't win it because I'm tired of Von Miller just bouncing around trying to get Super Bowls. Well, it'd be good. If the 49ers play the Bengals, I'm happy. Because Joe Burrows got screwed out the Super Bowl last year. They kind of owe him, to be honest. But here's the narrative. Here's the problem. Here was the main issue. And I've heard nobody really say it. The problem of the Buffalo Bills is what? I'm going to see how many people in the chat know. What's the problem with the Buffalo Bills? It's not defense. It's not the quarterback. It's not Diggs. Nobody's saying it yet. Wow. Y'all really think it's just John? There it is. The first person that said it. Christopher Goff has said it. No running game. You got a running back who's good for catching screens. You don't have a running game. And because you don't have a running game, you want to throw to your damn running back every down. This is why Tampa was sucking. Fournette was too fat and couldn't get off the blocks. And all those moves he's doing, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't hitting the hole fast enough. So now we stuck. We have no running game. Tom Brady can't be throwing 60 passes in a game. And neither can Josh Allen. You're not going to win a game. The more you throw, the more you're leaving the door open for interceptions. Tip balls, interceptions. You have to run the ball. Every team that won the Super Bowl, go back to any year. You have to run the ball. Nobody can beat Tom Brady right now. Once you start winning Super Bowls and fourth quarter comebacks, start completing 3rd and 10s and 3rd and 7s and key drives to win games, then you can start comparing yourself to Tom Brady. Now, let's talk about them Cowboys. Now, the Dallas Cowboys did what everybody else do. I had to go back and watch the highlights. I'm going to learn a lot more now. Now that they lost, I'm going to really go back and check it out. But from what I saw, I said, wow, the Cowboys are really dumb. They're dumb. Playoff football is different from regular season football. And you're going to have to learn that. I keep telling people, throw away what they did in the season, all that arcade crap. Nobody cares. In the playoffs, this is where it's going to count. And y'all are finesse. Y'all not physical. And you found out when you played a physical team like the 49ers, it was smacking y'all in the mouth all night. Y'all offensive line should have been wearing miniskirts. They were ineffective. And anybody want to blame Dak Prescott for this? Yeah, you could blame him for a couple of throws, but he was under tremendous duress all night long. Your offensive line failed him. Your offensive coordinator failed him. How and why did he fail him? That ain't for me. That is not for me to even answer. I watched them see that the nickel was all, they had a nickel linebacker in the game. And that nickel linebacker came and got in a position, and I said, oh my God, they're playing up. It's disguised to look like a cover two, but they finna send the house. I was like, they finna blitz right here. I'm quite sure the Dallas offensive coordinators can see that the 49ers are about to blitz right now. This nickel linebacker is finna cover the running back coming out of the backfield. And the corner is finna blitz in. And he's finna pick up in the wide out that's finna come across. He gonna be coming to a kill zone. So y'all gotta go to a quick slant or a quick play. You gotta recognize the blitz. Now, if Dak don't see it, if Kellen Moore don't see it, and they're not telling him in his headset what they see, that's part of the problem. You got a high school offensive coordinator who you paying the Lolo to, trying to run your plays. You're putting your money in the wrong department. You know where the best is, go buy them. Jerry want to be right. See, that's his problem. That's why you ain't winning. They've been doing it the Jerry way for about 30 years, and you've been coming up short. Trying to nickel and dime with scraps. Now, wait next year, everybody gonna say, we need Odell Beckham. Wow, you need a dude who's gonna be constantly going to jail, being on TMZ. He care more about being on TMZ than playing football. That's been his entire career. How he gonna help you? You can't even stay on the damn field. But that's who you want. That's why the Cowboys lose every year, because the fans are just as stupid. They think one player is going to turn around. No, y'all need about 7 or 8 players. Y'all are nowhere near a team that's could vie for a Super Bowl. Y'all run the most remedial plays I've ever seen in my life. And CeeDee Lamb can't run a damn route to save his damn life. He can't catch a football unless it's thrown directly at him. He got to turn around and be facing the ball to catch it, like a damn kick returner. Dude has 0 hands. That's why I call it CeeDee. That's why his name's CeeDee Lamb. He get a C for the damn routes and a D for damn catching. Talking about, oh no, CeeDee, man, he the man. He ain't no damn man. He's a boy playing amongst men on defense. You get physical with him, he fold. He can't get no separation. None. He not a burner. He ain't burning nobody out there. How you got a wide receiver that can't burn? Who he blowing by? The only key to this game, to the game that they had, and that hurt them, was losing Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard is the key to the Dallas Cowboys' whole offense. He's been there for the past 3 years being better than that damn Kanye West looking Ezekiel Elliott. I didn't know if that was Kanye or Ezekiel Elliott. He could have just walked out and Kanye could have came out there and ran the ball. Get out my way. I'm running the ball. It's my ball. I say it's mine. Hand me the ball. I throw it to Zach or Dak, whatever your name is. I could throw it. Watch me. Hand it to me and I'm going to throw it. I'm going to throw it to him like we did in the backyard in Chicago. Zeke got hit pot belly in it, spending up all that money. Him and Dak eating good though. Dak owed another $80 million. Way to go, Dak, you earned it. You put them numbers up and you put up them dubs. You ain't got a lot of playoff wins, but hey, last week, you made all the Cowboy fans believers. So now, Cooper Rush ain't gonna get on the field. And I got a Cowboy fan who believe Cooper Rush needs to play. Saying, well, I've seen enough of Dak. Well, if you've seen enough of Dak, then you must be ready to lose for another 4 or 5 years. Because you ain't finna win with Cooper Rush. See, this is what I'm talking about. Fool's gold. He won 4 games in a row. Yeah, he fought. Nobody was game planning for him. Now they know what he do. They know what he can't do. He played against Philly and he was throwing golf balls. He ain't got no strong arm. He can't put the ball in spots. You know, I mean, everybody think he's going to walk out there like Purdy. Purdy actually was taking snaps. They don't run a real offensive set in San Francisco. The defense is carrying them. Why do you think the Cowboys had a whopping 12 damn points? I knew to bet the under in this game. I said, I'm going to bet the under because the 49er defense is what's carrying them. Why? Because you have a defensive mind in Lynch. Lynch saw all the way from the booth that this idiot Schultz caught the ball and stepped out of bounds and didn't get 2 feet down. So you rob your team of a chance. He don't even try to go forward and steps out of bounds, which causes the clock to go. Mental mistakes. They cost you. I mean, hell, they owe the 49ers and they owe the Bengals. So I love to see the 49ers and Bengals in there. Let them go for it. Me didn't see the damn Kermit the Frog dude limping around throwing jump balls. Look at that pass by Mahomes. He's outstanding. I'm like, this dude is not even throwing a real football pass. He's just like throwing it over his head, all kind of goofiness. I'm just like, oh, hell no. The style of football he play, he's not gonna last long. He's already getting broke up. You know how many times Patrick Mahomes get hit a game? Because he's dancing around back there. The more you dance in the pocket, the more you're gonna get hit. You're gonna have guys fall on you. Bodies are falling all over you in the backfield trying to protect you. Then other guys are trying to get you. So the longer you hold the ball, the more easier it comes for you to get hurt. That's why mobile quarterbacks always get hurt. Because the name of the game is get rid of the ball. Why you don't see Tom Brady running all the time? That's somebody else's job. His job is to get rid of the ball quick. 1 read, 2 read, ball out. Well, the Eagles look good against the Giants. The Giants have a pretty good defense, but they can't stop mobile quarterbacks. This is going to be a good game because Philly got their hands full with the 49ers. I'm going to tell you that right now. The only thing that's going to work for them is that they got playmakers. They got guys you got to respect down there. You know, Smith can get open. They got some guys that can get open in Philly. But the 49ers defense, they smack. You know, this is the playoffs. They ain't going to just be letting people throwing flags for every little bitty thing in these championship games. They're going to let them 49ers smack. Now, can the Eagles take that smack and keep ticking? And Jalen Hurts, you can't keep running all night. Not against these 49ers. Because that front four is serious. No, the Cowboys' problem is the same every year. 1 is Jerry Jones. 2 is Jerry Jones' son, who's the general manager. You don't have a real general manager in there who's scouting talent and bringing guys in. Right down the stretch before the playoffs start, the Cowboys should have been picking up any type of offensive lineman or any type of doggone weapons to go into the playoffs. Y'all went in the playoffs like we good, just is. No, you ain't good. Stop looking at your record believing you good. Know what you are and try to get better at it, or try to say, hey, we got to get some more weapons. We got to get something out here. You got a good kickoff returner. You got a kicker who's shaky. You shouldn't even come back in the season with that kicker next year. I'm serious. If you Dallas, if I've seen enough of that kicker, that extra point y'all missed put y'all in the grease. That extra point that got blocked came back to haunt you. He's like, oh, but he hit 2 field goals. Yeah, and those were shaky. The last one was shaky. But you ain't going to beat the 49ers just kicking field goals, and then you ain't stopping them, and your defense is out there. And yeah, Dak threw some picks because they was sitting on the receiver. The receivers can't get open. Y'all have nobody. Brown and Gallup, and like, who are these people? These guys will be third-string receivers somewhere else. It's like, stop playing. What wide receivers that Dallas had that was worth anything except for Cooper? Cooper could run routes, but even in the playoffs, he always comes up short. Always come up small in big games. That's his reputation. Well, what about him? Come up short in big games? What about him? Coming up short in big games. But what about this guy? Oh, he's cool, but he come up short in big games. So while Cooper was talking about Dak, he should have been talking about his damn self too. Like, dog, you ain't did the damn thing. We gave you the ball. You dropped balls. You quit on routes. You didn't fight. I'm back there fighting for my life. But it's funny to me how no one sees how Dak is fighting for his life in the backfield. Dak ain't, why is he holding the ball so long? Because these fools can't get open. If they could get open, the ball would be out. He don't trust them receivers. That's why he holding on to the ball. Like, I'm going to hold on to this rock till I feel like doing it. Because I don't trust none of these moms. That's what he doing. Ain't no rocket science. Jamar Chase is a good wide receiver, but he's playing with a guy he's been knowing for 4 years in college, or however many years in college he was there. They known each other since college, so they have a rapport. He came in working with him. So they already know each other. But that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. These wide receivers ain't real wide receivers. None of them. Because it's safe for them to come across the middle because they can't get their head taken off no more. So ain't no fear of getting yourself popped. You just catch the ball and then turn up. The defender has no choice, really. I would run slants and skinny posts all night. That's all the 49ers did on offense. Purdy didn't have to do anything extra tonight. Run the ball. They had schemes to run the ball. Then they did skinny posts all night long. To the wide receivers, to tight ends. It was the skinny posts all night long. Why? Because Vander Trash is back on the field. Because we gotta have our, you know, good old redneck Vander Ash. Gotta get him out there. So Vander Trash went out there and he was slow. He was slow getting there. And when they was like, oh, he ain't gonna be able to get to the playing time. He can't make a play on the ball. He got no reaction speed. He got to already be running in motion to make the tackle. Now, he's a good tackler, don't get me wrong. When he grab you, he can get you down. But you can run the route by him because you can blow right by Vander Ash. You can just give him a move, cut in on the skinny post. By the time you catch the ball, then he shows up. Catch the ball, then he shows up. You could run that with Debo. You could run that with a Zeke. You could run that skinny post all night long against Dallas. And it killed them all night long. The same damn play. That's like playing John Madden and everybody go to their go-to play. That's what they were doing. They was hitting the skinny post. Kittle, skinny post. And then the corner got to come run down and try to make a tackle. Then the running game out there. Now your defense is huffing and puffing because they've been on the field all the time because they can't get the 49ers off. John Lynch was a safety, so he understands the game of football. He knows what he sees. I saw it, he saw it, everybody saw it. I'm like, oh, there it is. Schultz is the tight end. He gave you nothing. Schultz he's not. Dog, if the Cowboys got to stop doing this good old boy hiring, once you keep hiring good old boys just because you in Texas, you're going to get good old boy results. Schultz is a good possession receiver. You're not going to get yacked. It's like Jason Witten. You held on to him 5 years too long. Witten should have been out of there. He wouldn't get no yards after the catch. Witten to catch the ball, that's it. He did right there. Boom. Catch, boom, down. No yak. So why do you have him? That's personnel. That's Jerry. That's my guy. No, I like Jason Witten. I'm staying with Witten. But when you had a guy that was giving you 20 touchdowns in a season, and Terrell Owens, he had to go. He was the problem. He's scoring touchdowns. Well, when you don't get how are you getting out recruited and you the Dallas Cowboys? You make like the most money in the NFL. There's no reason why you're getting out recruited. Can you imagine Alabama, Georgia, all these big bank universities getting out recruited? That ain't gonna happen. How you the big bank and you getting out recruited? That means guys should be fired. You don't have a general manager because you need one. You hire a guy who played football in Europe, overseas, to be a defensive coordinator. What are you doing? This dude never had a job in the NFL, and now he's coaching the defense. And it was like, what are you doing? This dude was coaching, playing soccer in Europe. They didn't even care about the NFL. And you got this guy as one of your coaches. Your recruiting process is flawed, bruh. So squeeze that. Don't sing me that song. You got long dope, old time paper, and you getting out finessed, out recruited. The Patriots are better than y'all, and been better than y'all, and they recruit, and they get young guys, and they all come in there and just dominate. Y'all can't get none of those players. Y'all bring in Peters that played with the Eagles. He done played his whole career out. Y'all got, what the hell are y'all picking Peters up for? He been done. When you go to the Bears, you done. You there for the bag. What was Peters gonna block? His blocking days are done. His glory days was in Philly. It's over now. What about them Buccaneers? They got a Super Bowl in the past 3 years. Has the Cowboys been to the championship game? So they can't even talk. You beat a bad Bucs team and needed the refs' help to do it. So I already knew what y'all was. Can Dak Prescott be good? Dak Prescott already proved he's good. He already proved he could do enough to win. He already proved he knows what he's doing. Dak has already done that. Been there, done that. Dak Prescott has been there and done that. Now, here's the thing. Now that Dak has been there and done that, and has lived up to everything he was supposed to be in life, he's already earned the money. Now what you want to do with Dak is get him with a real offensive coordinator, get CeeDee Lamb and all these other bums and teach them real routes, teach them how to fight to get open. Because I've seen CeeDee Lamb do absolutely nothing. He catch a couple of wide open passes for touchdowns. Other than that, he's a bum. That dude can't run the route tree. Dak ain't trash. He just ain't Tom Brady. None of these guys are really Tom Brady, but you want to try to compare him to Burrows, compare him to Josh Allen. Look what Josh Allen got. Look what Joe Burrow's got. Joe Burrow's got a running back that's a Pro Bowl running back And he got like 2 wide receivers that could be in the Pro Bowl also. So, damn, you helped him out tremendously. Josh Allen, he got one of the best wide receivers in football. Like 2 of them. Got nothing but weapons. What did Dak Prescott get? Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Gallup. What he got? Ezekiel Elliott, who's broken down, busted down. Nobody talking about him. Ezekiel Elliott, how many 100-yard games has he had? Maybe 1 all season? But it's all Dak's fault. This bum can't give you more than 2-3 yards. But it's all his fault. The Chiefs won that Super Bowl by running the football. Those running backs brought it in. Wasn't Patrick Mahomes, he was terrible in that Super Bowl against the 49ers. He was terrible in both Super Bowls he played in. The running backs brought that Super Bowl home for the Chiefs. The running game. Pollard is way better than decent. He's always been a better running back than Zeke. Even when Zeke was getting those yards and doing all this, Pollard was better than him. They was like, yeah, but Pollard can't block on the, you don't use him for that. Bring in a fullback if you want somebody to block. But you want to use Pollard for the block in the back, running backfield. He gets yards when he runs. That's what you want, right? It's simple football. I was finna curse, but it's simple football. It's not complicated. Simple, man, football is easy. You've been playing it your whole life. If you don't know these plays by now, you're never gonna learn them. You're never gonna know them. You can tell by a guy the way he's lined up what's finna happen. Now, we got a vantage point that most of these guys don't see. So I see when the guy's creeping over, he's finna go into a cover 2. He's disguising it. And I know he's trying to disguise it because of the way he's moving his hands and the way he's positioning his feet. So I already know what he's doing. I say, okay, he's finna position it. Oh, Dow G, all your bets won? Shoot, mine didn't. I bet on the Bills. And I bet on Dallas. I wanted to ensure that loss. But I bet the Lakers, and look, Lord and behold, look, Lakers win. Wanting the smoke to not wanting the smoke. All these people talk about wanting the smoke. Do you even know what wanting the smoke means or what it leads up to? And thank everybody who hit up the super chat. My cash app is Carceno, K-A-R-C-E-N-O. You'll see me with a green shirt on and say Carceno for life. You are there. Oh, man. I know, SC. They did a special on CeeDee Lamb. And I told you, he get a C for running routes and a D for catching. That's it. That dude is not hands. He get a C for route running and a D for hands. He can only catch the ball if he's wide damn open. He didn't drop more damn balls than probably any wide receiver in football. The only time he gets open is when Dak extends the play. And he keeps running around playing like he in a playground. He's not a route runner. I've seen this guy. He does not run routes well. He does not have the footwork at the line of scrimmage to get open. He don't even have burning speed. He couldn't get open tonight. In that second half, he was a no-show. It ain't false. Y'all keep believing it. Y'all want to believe. That's what I'm saying. When I know a loser when I see one, or I know an average receiver when I see one, and he's that. Whenever you need somebody else for you to be great, then we know what you are. Ain't nobody finna shut down these other dudes. You know what I'm saying? These other guys go out and get theirs. They hit the field. They say, all right, this is mine. I got to take it. That's what they say. I got to take it. No, the Ravens didn't. What you mean he quit on the Ravens? The Ravens didn't invest in him? They signed him to a contract? No. They cared enough about him, they would have signed him. Patrick Mahomes got his money so he could limp back out there. Come on. Nah, I ain't coming out the game because you got your money. But if they franchise tagging you, I bet he would have sat his ass down. Or he's a damn fool. That's what I'm talking about. No, he didn't quit. He got a knee injury. It's a good knee injury. But my thing is, he could have put a brace on and went out there and tried. For what? Y'all don't give him nothing to work with at the wide receiver position anyway. He got the team to where it's at with no help. Imagine if he had Diggs. Imagine if he had Devontae Adams. Imagine if he had a real number one wide receiver. But they don't do that to the brothers. Donovan McNabb was scoring 25 touchdowns in a season, throwing to a guy named Pinkleton. And they act like Donovan McNabb was a nobody. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. The only time he had a top tier wide receiver, they went to the Super Bowl. But they don't want to showcase that. That's why they don't get those weapons. Yeah. Would I stay if I'm Lamar? No, they're going to franchise tag him. So he ain't going to have no choice but to stay. But then I know I'm out. If you franchise tag me, I'm gone. I'm going in the market. The very next year, we're going to play. We're going to win games. I'm going to put my yards up, get my stats up, and I'm out. I'm going for the money. Don't come at me and try to make a deal. Nope. You franchise tagged me. So that means you didn't believe in me. I'm the reason that Harbaugh still got a job. Mike Vick gonna say anything he gotta say. You know what I'm saying? I understand Mike Vick's position. He in a bad spot. Mike Vick in a bad spot. He gotta play ball, man. They ain't gonna let that dog thing go. You know what I'm saying? So if he say anything out of school, next thing you know, dog killer Vick says, it'll be all in the papers. Now he didn't cut his dreads. He done did everything humanly possible to stay in line and stay to the code. He ain't saying nothing out of school. That's all they gonna be calling him. So he ain't saying nothing out of school. He gonna toe the line. And I understand he gotta do what he gotta do. So we don't blame Vic. We know where his heart is, but we don't blame Vic. But he wrong. Jackson ain't got to do nothing. He did nothing wrong. He supposed to sit down. They came. Somebody else said, look at Mahomes, though. He went out there. Mahomes got his money. When I said he got his own money, he got his own money. But that kind of football is going to leave you broken up. Injuries. Mobile quarterbacks get injured if they don't have the passing game to really go with it. Can't keep running like every down, scrambling in the backfield. You got to throw some balls away. You keep trying to scramble for something to open up. Some passes ain't there. You just got to get rid of them. You just got to dip them off. That's what you got to do. That's how the game is played. Exactly, I'm boycotting. And I'm still trying to find a way to sue the NFL. It's just hard because they set up like a non-profit charity. How do you sue a charity? It's hard. So I got to find other people to be in concert with me. And most of them is just like, man, let's just wait till next year. And I'm like, man, how many times y'all want to keep getting stuck? I know. It's like, how many times you want to keep getting yourself stuck? I know, but it is what it is. So what we gonna do is take it to the next level. That's what we gonna do. We're gonna take it to the next level. That's all we know. So as long as you take it to the next level, you just take it to the next level. But for the Bills, they got to start running the ball. The Cowboys, they got to clean house. Clean house. If Dak is your guy, and you feel Dak is your guy, and you want to ride with him, then you get some right people in there to block for him. You get an offensive coordinator who can actually call plays in the NFL. Kellen Moore. If he leave Dallas, who in the NFL finna give him a job? Nobody. That's how you know they ain't worth nothing. You the only one that's gonna get him a job in the NFL. Nobody else looking for him. Ain't nobody checking for Kellen Moore. All them points y'all scored the week before made y'all look like killers, them refs. Now y'all see I was right. Because without the help from the refs this week, you know how many points they had? A whopping 12. So let that sink in. A whopping 12. Now, let's see Jerry talk his way out of this. I'm out. Finna get my drink on.